Training hard every day is a waste of time because a few years ago I was doing exactly that. I was going to gym 6 days a week, really hard workouts, 4 or 5 sets per exercise, like 2 hours a day in the gym. And on my rest day, which was supposed to be Sunday, instead of resting, instead of allowing myself to rest, I was going and doing cardio, like training really hard, like a fucking psychopath, like a traumatized little boy. And thank God I got the awareness that this is wrong, that I shouldn't be training like this. After a few weeks of training like this, I switched the workout to training 5 days a week, less intense. And when I look back at it now, I'm like, man, if you kept training like this, if you kept doing this workout routine, like very hard, 6 days a week, no days off, if you kept training like this for a few more weeks, you would have absolutely gotten an injury. Like I told myself, like, if you kept doing this workout routine for a few more weeks, you would have genuinely have injured yourself. Because when you start adding more and more and more volume, what happens? Your body is not used to this shit. Your body's used to training 4 or 5 days a week, and you instantly start adding crazy amounts of volume and training like fucking psycho instantly without building it up slowly. And your body's shocked, like, what the fuck is happening? And it gets injured. You injure yourself. That's it. That's how injuries happen. I was like this close to injuring myself. If I just kept for a few more weeks, that's it. So it was like a push-pull legs workout routine, 6 times a week, 2 hours a day. Honestly, training 2 fucking hours a day. I don't know, like I thought that if you train more, if you add more volume, yeah, you're gonna get bigger. The more you train, the bigger you're gonna get, and you need to take no days off because you need to act like a bodybuilder. But I then realized that the best way is to just go to the gym 3 to 5 times a week max. 3 to 5 times a week. But even then, you go to the gym, you get your stimulus. You go stimulate muscle growth in the session and you leave. That's it. You don't sat there for 3 fucking hours, fucking 70 sets per muscle group. Okay. 3 to 5 times a week you go in, your number one priority is just focusing on increasing the weight that you're lifting. Just focusing on lifting heavier than you were lifting. Let's say the simple way is basically, let's say you're doing bicep curls with 30 kg for last time you did it for 9 reps, and today you do it for 10 reps. This is progress. This is all you need to worry about. All you need to do to build muscles is just basically lift heavier and more reps than you did last time. As I said, 9 reps the last time, 10 reps this time, and then the next time you go in, you do 11 reps, and then 12 reps, 30. You slowly get to 15 reps, and then you increase the weight, and you're back to 9 reps. Amazing. Good. You do this slowly, you get to 50 kg barbell curls by slowly increasing the reps and then increasing the weight. Your biceps get huge. And to do this, you don't have to be doing 50 exercises per muscle group. You don't have to be training 3 hours a day. Okay? 3 to 5 times a week, you get your stimulus. And when you're in the gym, you just focus on pushing 1 more rep than the last time. 1 more rep than the last time. Last time you did 10 reps, today you do 11 reps. Today you did 11 reps, next time you do 12 reps. And when you get to 15, 16 reps, you increase the weight and you're back to 10 reps. That's how muscle growth happens. You keep going and you keep going, increasing the weight, and then you increase the weight by first of all increasing the reps. And you look at it, your muscles are getting fucking huge. This is what happens when you go to the gym 3 to 5 times a week. And when you're in the gym, you just focus on getting your stimulus, stimulating muscle growth, and just leaving. That's it. That's it. It's not about how hard you train. Of course, you need to train hard to get these reps up, but you don't have to take it that far where you start training every day and you start doing 70 sets per muscle group. And then, how I got stronger, like summer 2025, I was going to gym 6 days a week. Again, 6 days a week. And yeah, I'm training, yeah, I'm getting stronger, yeah, I'm getting bigger. But then I switched it to 3 days a week. I stopped training 6 days and I started training 3 days a week. And my pull-up weight skyrocketed. I started to do 6 reps for 13 kg on the pull-ups. Previously, I was doing my body weight for 10 reps, like barely 10 reps when I was training 6 days a week because I was overtraining. When you're overtraining, you're not recovering, you're not growing. I was overtraining and my weights just plateaued. They stayed the same weight for a long time for some of the exercises. When I stopped doing this and I started to train 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I go in and I fucking destroy the muscle and focusing on increasing the weight that I'm doing, I get bigger. But if I just go in and with more volume, I just gotta focus on training for 5 hours a day because this is what Arnold used to do, without seeing the fact that Arnold used to take like fucking crazy doses of steroids, right? These guys take like 10 times more than what they're telling you. I used to take 2 grams. No, he used to take more like 5-6 grams a week. And that's why they recover. I found we ain't taking steroids. We gotta train like natural lifters 3 days a week. I'm destroying the muscle. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting bigger. I got bigger. Summer 2025, I was smaller than I am now. And right now, I'm not bulking. I'm not focused on gaining weight. I'm just training hard 3 days a week. That's it. I'm getting bigger. You need to realize that the gym isn't your place that you can go like, yeah, I'm gonna live in the gym. I can live in the gym. I can sleep in the gym. I can eat in the gym. I can stay there for 15 hours a day. I can train for 5 hours a day. The gym isn't a place like the gym. You go in, you stimulate muscle. You stimulate the muscle growth. You leave. That's it. That's it. I'm not telling you to go and train 30 minutes a day, of course. Let's say 1.5 hours, and you just focus on doing more reps, doing one more rep than you did the last time. Doing one more rep than you did the last time. You rest longer for this. To do one more rep than the last time. And you need to realize this is all you need. One more rep than the last time. One more rep than the last time. You're doing a lot of reps, increased weight, and you're back to lower reps. Getting stronger equals getting bigger. That's it. You need to know this. Getting stronger equals getting bigger. And you need to realize that the best bodybuilders treat rest as a job. These fucking huge motherfuckers, thick bodybuilders you see, they literally go to the gym when they're bulking, when they're focused on gaining weight. They go to the gym like 4 or 5 days a week max. Train really hard. And outside of that, these guys sleep for 10 hours a night. 10, 12 hours a night, honestly. So they can recover. They go in and nap throughout the day. They sleep throughout the day as well. So that they can rest more. On their rest days, they're just lying in bed. They're not doing any fucking crazy amounts of cardio. Of course, on your rest days, it's absolutely amazing and it's gonna help you to go and do, let's say, like a 10-minute cardio, but they're not sat there fucking destroying themselves. A lot of you motherfuckers, you go to the gym and on your rest days, you do abs. That's wrong. This is when it comes to sleep. Also, your diet plays a huge role in recovery. These guys eat like a full-time job. They eat 5-6 meals a day. They're cooking all the time. They're eating all the time. Digesting all the time because they know that if I get my calories, I will recover better. So they eat, and that's it. You need to focus on gaining weight because I found that when I focus on maintaining the body weight, eating at maintenance calories, and training really hard, I get overtraining more frequently than I'm on a bulk. I'm focusing on gaining weight. I'm eating a lot of food. I have a lot of food in my system. And then, like, if I just train hard, I can recover better because I have a lot of food, a lot of calories, a lot of energy. My body can recover well. And that's it. And it's a magic in doing 2 to 3 sets per exercise. Not like how Arnold used to do 5-6 sets per exercise. This is for steroid taking motherfuckers. Even now, even guys who take steroids, even they start to do 2 to 3 sets per exercise. Honestly, I know it sounds crazy, but you go to the gym and just do 2 to maximum 3 sets per exercise. But you take these sets till failure to the point where you can't do any more reps, and you're focusing on doing a few more reps than the last time. A few more reps than the last time. When you're doing 2 to 3 sets, you can recover 2 to 3 sets per exercise. Let's say you're doing chest, you like 3 sets of bench press, 3 sets of incline dumbbell press. 3 sets of dips and then 3 sets of flies. That's it. Or maybe if you even do 2 sets and you take these sets to failure and you focus on doing 1 more rep than the last time. Versus if you're doing 5-6 sets, you can't do this because when you're doing 5-6 sets, all your priorities are just get these 5 sets. Do these 5 sets, and this is not how you build muscle. The way that you build muscle is not by training really hard and doing 70 sets per muscle. The way that you build muscle is simply by lifting heavier than you did the last time. If you go from a 30 kg bench press for 10 reps slowly over the years to a 100 kg bench press for 10 reps, your chest is gonna get huge. You're gonna have a fucking massive chest, honestly. Amazing. This is how we make progress, and doing 2 to 3 sets per exercise allows you to do this easily compared to doing 5 sets. Right? So the lesson from this video is just go to the gym 3 to 5 days a week max. And when you're in the gym, focus on doing 1 more rep than the last time, a few more reps than the last time. And the way you do this is by doing 2 to 3 sets per exercise. That's it. And hit failure gets to the point where you can't do any more reps. And then the next time you go and you do 1 more rep than you did last time. And when you're doing a lot of reps, you feel like, hey, I'm doing a lot of reps on this exercise. You increase the weight and you're back to lower reps. And you keep doing this with a heavier weight. And you increase the weight and you're back to lower reps. That's it, how you build muscle. And outside of this, outside of the gym, you focus on just sleeping for 10 hours a night. Fucking eating like a lot of calories. Download MyFitnessPal, set your goal to gain weight. Focus on gaining weight, bulking, building muscle. Eat a lot of calories, eat enough protein. And you go in on your rest days, instead of just doing long cardio, you rest, or you do like a 10-minute run once a week, twice a week, that's it. But I just tell you, like, do the cardio after the gym, like let's say 3 times a week, and that's it. Don't do cardio in your rest days, that's it. And let me know what you think in the comments, and see you in the next video.